Today I'm on the outskirts of Peterhead and I'm heading up the old Buckingham-Formantine railway line up towards a stone circle on the outskirts of Mintlaw. I'm going to Aikey Brae and the plan is to ride my bike, which I'll show you in a minute, up to Aikey Brae. We'll have a look at the stone circle and then I'm going to hammock camp in the woods next to the stone circle. So I'll show you my bike and then we'll get on the road. So that's my setup. It's a Kona fire mountain with a Bafang 750 watt hub drive and some panniers front and back and a really wobbly rack which I'm going to have to replace, but it should do for today. So I'm going to get on the road, well on the track, and get up there and see if I can find a pitch to put my hammock up. So let's get on the road. This is the amazing Aikey Brae Stone Circle. It is an early Bronze Age stone circle and the archaeologists think that it's pretty much as it was when it was made. We know that two of the stones have fallen over, but other than that, it's pretty much as it was. It is a recumbent stone circle, and recumbent stone circles are pretty unique to the northeast of Scotland, and they're different from other stone circles in that they have a horizontally laid stone at the head of the circle with stones decreasing in size going away from the recumbent stone. Now for me it's pretty amazing that this place has sat here and has been undisturbed, thankfully, because it's not really on prime farming land. It hasn't been removed like a lot of them have, so I think it's really cool that it's stayed here since the early Bronze Age. And you know, the people that lived here thought this was a special place and they built this. Archaeologists are pretty certain it wasn't for burials. There's been a number of digs done here and there's been no evidence of burials that I'm aware of. But there have been tools, knives and other implements, maybe offerings, we don't know, that were found here. So for me, it's a pretty cool place. Now it used to be surrounded by trees, but when Storm Arwen hit, it wiped out most of the trees here and they've been cleared. But there is a forest over there on Aikey Brae Hill, which is just behind the camera. And my plan is to ride over there on my bike and set the hammock up. I hope you enjoyed the history part in this one. It was short and sweet today. It's a stone circle, you know, I just love them. I think they're brilliant. So I'm going to go and set up camp. I've got plenty of light left. I've no idea what the time is. I think it's about 5 o'clock. So I've got all the time in the world to go in the forest, find a spot and get my hammock set up. So I'm going to go and do that now. Well, that's me all set up. I think I've got about three and a half hours worth of light left, so plenty of time. I've put a tarp over my bike. I've got a small camo 2x2 tarp and I cover up my electric bike with that. It keeps the water out of the motor and the controller and all that, but also helps it blend in a bit better. It's a white bike and it does stand out a bit in the woods. I've also got a tarp on the floor which I put down and put my bags underneath. Again, helps them blend in, but also if we get downpour in the night, keeps them nice and dry. So that's cool. That's all done. I'm using a tree stump and a bit of a log as a table and a chair, and I've got my underquilt and my sleeping bag out ready for when it gets a bit colder. So I'll spin you around and let you have a look. So for my tea tonight, I've got some Japanese Inferno noodles, they actually say that they are intensely fiery, so that might be quite interesting to see. So I'll bring you back when I'm cooking my dinner, so I'll see you then. Well, the sun is going down and it's getting chilly, forecast to be -1, -2 tonight, so I've already got my down jacket on. So it's time to cook up my spicy noodles, and tonight we've got these, and they are Sun Hee Inferno Spicy Ramen, fiery and intense flavoured noodles. And they're Chinese, and when a Chinese noodle says it's intense and fiery, I suspect it's going to be a real spicy one. Obviously I need some protein in there, so we've got some spam, which is a very Korean thing to put in your noodles. Ooh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the water on, and I'll bring you back when that's boiling and we've got it in there. Okay, so water's boiled and it's been sitting in there for about 5 minutes. So the first thing about Sun Hee Inferno Spicy Ramen is that inside the packet, not only were the noodles, there was a packet of sesame seeds and a rather large sachet of like gotcha jam, the kind of chili paste type stuff that you squeeze in. And my first observation of the actual noodles is they are alarmingly red. I mean, crazy red. There's a lot of chili oil, and I can smell the chili oil coming off it. So I have a feeling these are going to be, well, as they say, inferno. So I'm going to try them, and normally I say nobody wants to see me sticking noodles in my face, but I'm going to make an exception this time. They're quite a firm noodle, they're quite a fat noodle. Wow. Holy moly, there's some chili in that. Whoa. Yep. That there. Oh, that's one of the spiciest ones I've had yet. Holy moly, that's hot. If you don't like hot chili, don't try these, because that's got ghost chili in it. There's no doubt about it, that's got ghost chili in it. I still can't get over. I can't I'll tip it over to the camera. I don't know whether the camera's picking how red that is. That is like pure chili oil. That's insane. Let's try a piece of the, I can get the noodle off. Let's try a piece of the meat and see if it's look how it's coated the meat. Wow, man, that's warm. Yeah, that's that is one spicy noodle. I'll spare you me eating the rest of it, but suffice to say, that's a hot one. So yep, there we go. Sun Hee Inferno. They also do one called Volcano, which I also bought, so I may try that one on the next. But yep, wowza, that's a ghost chili based paste, I'm pretty sure of it. So I'm going to eat this now, and I'll come back to you when I've finished. Well, there we go, I've eaten them, and I'll give you my verdict now. There you go, bowl's clean and wiped up. Now, here's a first for you. I ate the noodles and the meat. I couldn't finish the soup base. It was just too strong, and I'm pretty immune to chili, but it was harsh. I've checked the ingredients. They don't tell you what chilies they use in it, but it was really raw. I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't have it again. The sauce that you put in, the chili oil floats to the surface, and there's a lot of red colourant in it, an atto colouring, I think, and it stains the bowl, it stains your fingers, it stains everything, in fact. And it was really sharp, back of the throat sharp. So I ate all my noodles, I ate the meat, had a little bit of the soup base, but all it was doing was making my lips and my tongue numb. Not too much fun for my mind. So will I be having the Sun He Inferno again? No, I don't think so. Will I be trying their volcano chicken flavour one? Of course I will. I bought it, so I'll eat it on my next camp. But yeah, if you like ridiculously hot ramen, then maybe this is for you. But for me, I think I'm going to stick with my Korean ones. I like the flavour of the kimchi in them, and I think they've got the balance of spicy and flavour. This was just hot. Didn't really have a great deal of flavour. But anyway, it was worth a try, and I hope you had a laugh at me burning my mouth while I was eating it. So I'm going to have another brew and have some pudding, I think, and just kick back and watch the sun go down, and I'll probably speak to you before I go to bed. So I'll see you then. Well, the sun's going to be down in 20 minutes, half hour. So I thought I'd just walk to the edge of the woods, which is just behind me there, look, and take a look at the stones one last time before I go to my bed. So I'll just swing the camera around. There they are, just sitting on the hill, just the other side of this bit of grass, which is, they're awesome. You either get it or you don't, but yeah, ancient stones sitting on top of a hill. People have left them alone, and that's good. So I'm going to walk back down into the woods now, get into my hammock and get some kip. So I'll probably say goodnight just as it's gone dark before I button everything up. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, that's it fully dark, although it's quite a bright night because we've got a full moon. So I am going to get myself zipped in. It's getting cold now, and I'll see you all in the morning. So good night. Well, good morning everybody. That was a brilliant night's sleep. Apart from a tawny owl in the tree above me twitting into ruin at 2 o'clock in the morning, it was a pretty silent night. It dropped down to about 0, so it was a bit chilly, but I was pretty snug. 3-season bag and an underquilt, and I was nice and warm. So I'm going to get myself a coffee and a leisurely pack up of the camp, and then get back on my bike and ride the 12 miles back down the train line home. And when I get home, I'll do a wash up and give you the highs and lows of the camp. So I'm going to get a coffee and I'll see you back at home. So that's me packed up, ready to ride home. Leave no trace as ever. There we go. Bike packed. Ready to roll. See you back at home. Well, that's me back home, and what a brilliant trip that was. Fantastic spot. I mean, I love a stone circle, as you probably know by now, but being able to hammock camp in the woods nearby just was the icing on the cake for me. And the hammock camping kit worked flawlessly as ever. It's the One Wind 12-foot zipper, the 3x3 generic tarp, and a one tigress underquilt. Just, yeah, great, really comfy night. So I like that kit. The bike, well, it's the first time I've used it since I converted it to the Bafang electric setup, and it was brilliant. It made for a really easy riding, a 26-mile round trip, and there was loads of power left in the battery. So it seems like that's a winner as well. And I think I'll be using that for a lot more trips into the mountains when the weather starts to warm up. Now, it felt like spring. I woke up and the birds were chirping and sun was out. Yeah, it's about time. It's been a long winter. Now, the only negative I can say about the trip were those noodles, and my God, they were rough. So I don't think I'll be doing that again, although I may try the volcano noodles because I've got them, but not sure. But all in all, a fantastic trip. Now, I'll put the what 3 words links for the campsite, or the camp where I camped, and the Stone Circle in the description below. And I'll also put a little bit of information about the Buchan and Fomantine Railway, which has been converted to a cycle and walking route. It runs from Peterhead to Fraserburgh, but also from Fraserburgh to Aberdeen. So, you know, you could do a multi-day walking and cycling trip along that route. It's a nice one on the East Coast, so I'll put information about that as well. Now, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. And if you're not already subscribed, it would help the channel greatly if you click the subscribe button. I think 3 away from 1,000, and I think once you hit the 1,000, YouTube actually starts to recognise you and maybe will promote my channel a little bit, and that would be really good. So thank you very much. So until the next one, I'll say ta-ra.